Well, let's talk about purpose a little bit over here now. I got my notes right in my hand, but obviously I won't be reading all the time that I speak. I'll just be looking down just to get a glaze and spit it out right away. Well, the decision to follow a certain career or a certain path for the rest of your life can be a very daunting task. And feeling overwhelmed by the options out there or by the opinions of others, like your relatives, who are always poking around, telling you what's the best choice for you, can feel and seem very fearful. I was recently listening to a podcast by Andrew Huberman and Robert Greene, in which they were talking about the beauty of following your purpose as your career. And Robert mentioned a book called The Five Frames of Mind, written by Howard Gardner. And in the book, Gardner talks about how the brain works and how there are different types of intelligences and a person's instinctual interests, which can further lead for a person to find their purpose. Now, this seemed to be a very interesting topic, so I started reading the book right away, just to figure out my own life, get my own shit together, and eventually find my own purpose in life. Now, to make it artistically simple for you, I'd like to tell you that there are several different types of intelligence in our brain, and you could be leaning towards one or more naturally. Things that piqued your interest, besides sleeping with the hottest girl in 11th grade. I mean, way back when you were 4 to 5 years old and you did not even know that pussy existed. Firstly, it could be linguistic, which means language. Now, close your eyes, literally, and ask your younger self, were you a person who was very inclined towards learning new languages? Was something that piqued your interest a lot? Or were you a person who was really into music, playing different instruments, learning about them, singing, or maybe even dancing was something that you really liked? Then those could be the two things for you. Or moving further, we're gonna go and talk about a little logical side, like it could be mathematics. Maybe you really like the subject of maths. 1 plus 1 is equals to 2 seemed like the best option for you. Okay, that was a fucking poor joke. But you get the idea, right? If you really liked calculations, then math might be the thing for you. Or you were a person who was very self-aware and intrapersonal growth seemed like the best option for you. Meditations, spirituality, these are the things that really piqued your interest. Or you could even be a people's person. Someone who really liked developing their communication skills. Talking to other people was the best part of your childhood. Or just learning team skills and growing as a team was something that you were very interested in, playing soccer or any team sports. Or it could even be spatial, putting shit in order, making sure that you pack your suitcase in a certain way, put your slippers in a certain direction. Or playing Tetris Mania on phone as a child was something that really piqued your interest. Or it could even be kinesthetic, which means you were very interested in how your body is working, on how you twitch a certain type of muscle and a certain type of body work part works. Maybe this was something that really interested you as a child. Now, as I told you, you could be always inclining towards 2 or more intelligence all the time, or maybe you might be suitable with only one. And all you gotta do is figure out what's your best interest and try to make a career out of it. If you were somebody who really liked languages, probably travel to different countries, teach other people about your own language, become a teacher, or start a YouTube channel and start teaching people about your language over there. There is always a community on YouTube that wants to learn from you. Or maybe you were somebody who really liked musical stuff, and who never knows, you might become the next Michael Jackson. I always recommend people to go on YouTube and start posting over there. As I said, there's always a community who wants to learn from you. You could just do anything that you really like and try to make a career out of it. Maybe you want to become a doctor, a scientist, kinesiologist. The world is yours to conquer out there, bro. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks.